Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel General Hospital Official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steve Burton of General Hospital has proposed to Michelle Lundstrom and has shared photos of their engagement and wedding plans. According to General Hospital teasers, Jason Morgan is still unmarried for the time being, but his portrayer is happily in love. Steve Burton and Michelle Lundstrom announced their relationship in May 2024, and now there's confirmation of how well it's going. In a recent joint social media post, the joyful pair announced their engagement. In one of the photos on his Instagram reel, Burton was seen down on one knee proposing to Lundstrom. There were a few additional images of Lundstrom and Burton looking happy, so it was fantastic to get a glimpse of their wedding proposal and confirmation that she accepted. Burton and Lundstrom reported that their engagement became official on January 3rd, so they are certainly starting the new year off well. It's evident that Lundstrom and Burton are keen to secure a bright future together. Burton and Lundstrom's engagement announcement featured a scripture that has been meaningful to them throughout their love journey. Let's take a look at what the duo mentioned in their whole post. Engaged on January 3rd, 25, the couple revealed. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Other serial stars were quick to join in the comments and congratulate the couple on their love milestone. Woohoo! Laura Wright said congratulations before adding a heart emoji. Oh, Steve! Congratulations! I wish you both luck in the future, you are a great couple. Congratulations, Michelle! Finola Hughes stated before adding some heart emojis. Michelle Stafford, Galen Gehring, Laura Lee Bell, and many others sent their own well wishes. Steve Burton has asked Michelle Lundstrom to marry him, thus they must be planning a wedding. As additional information about Lundstrom and Burton's wedding becomes available, we will provide updates. As for Jason, General Hospital spoilers indicate that he will be drawn more into Sasha Gilmore Corbin's orbit soon, so stay tuned for more predictions on love developments. General Hospital's next 2 weeks, Michael's burns treatment, Nina and Sonny's deal, Cyrus the eavesdropper, and Carly turns fierce. General Hospital spoilers for the next 2 weeks, January 6th to 17th, predict that Jocelyn Jacks will be more determined than ever to locate the criminal guilty for Dex Heller's death. GH fans know Cyrus Renaud is to blame, and Portia Robinson may have her own suspicions after catching him lingering around the hospital and warning him that he is not wanted there. Cyrus will become an eavesdropper and gain some vital information sometime between January 6th and 10th, so we'll see which conversation he listens in on. Willow Corinthos will experience a custody setback, leaving her fearful of losing Wiley and Amelia Corinthos. Unfortunately, everything is about to change due to the drama unfolding in Sonny Corinthos' penthouse. Michael Corinthos' body will be burned to a char as a result of an explosion. Jason Morgan will come to Michael's rescue and ultimately present a specific request to Lucas Jones, most likely about Michael's treatment at GH. Drew Quartermaine will interrupt Carly later. Could Drew end up being the one to provide updates on Michael's horrific ordeal? Regardless, Carly will become concerned about Michael's injuries and seek help from Sonny, who will also require assistance from Carly. Sonny will be enraged that his penthouse has been attacked, so he will launch an investigation to find out who is behind it all. Anna Devane will turn to Jack Brennan for assistance. Brennan may wonder if Anna will use a taser on him again if he doesn't comply and confront her about her overreaction to Emma Drake. What Anna asks of Brennan will undoubtedly determine whether or not he assists her. On a lighter note, Kai Taylor and Trina Robinson will become closer as they share an explosive moment. Harrison Chase will also confide in Sasha Gilmore Corbin, perhaps regarding Brooklyn Quartermaine's pregnancy delay and the prospect of a problem. Brooklyn Quartermaine will reveal a secret to someone later, we'll see if it's Chase or Dr. Frida Navarro. This could be when fans learn that Brooklyn had a baby as a teenager and gave him up for adoption. According to our predictions, Brooklyn conceived a kid with Dante Falconeri while at camp and kept the reality hidden. It also appears that Lois Cerullo is the only one who recognizes the child as Giovanni Gio Palmieri. Willow will be shocked when she learns about Michael's fire debacle. Willow will be concerned about Michael, but but she will also recognize that she must remain focused on the custody problem before his family removes the children. Willow will take command of the issue, while Diane Miller and Martin Gray will also spar. Although Sunny and Nina Reeves will compromise, possibly with the grandchildren in mind, Carly will issue a warning. We could see Carly struggle Willow for control of the kids while Michael is out of commission. More information on Michael's treatment should become available between January 13th and 17th. The logical way out is for a bandaged-up Michael to be transported to a luxury clinic due to his burns. Before leaving, Michael will ask Jason a favor. Because Michael will not be present to care for pregnant Sasha, he may ask Jason to keep an eye on her for him. Sunny's drive for vengeance will also cause havoc in the future episodes, so it will be interesting to see how it all unfolds. General Hospital teasers suggest the next 2 weeks will be filled with emotional situations and upsetting news, so stay tuned. Soap opera comings and goings, veteran returns, recasts, and newcomers. Veteran actors return, youngsters make their debuts, and soap opera recastings take place. Here's the most recent casting news from the 4 daytime dramas, The Bold and the Beautiful, Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, and The Young and the Restless. The week of January 6, 2025. Find out if any of your favorite actors and actresses from the past are returning to the shows you watch, if any newcomers have been cast in contract, recurring, or day player roles, and if any popular performers are going to leave. Days of Our Lives. Recasts and returns are taking place at Days. Rachel Boyd will take up the role of Sophia Choi on February 12th. Boyd's filmography includes the films Boot Camp and He's Not Worth Dying For. She will succeed Madeline Keynes, who made her debut in 2024. Finley Rose Slater appears as Rachel Black. Alice Halsey will make her debut on April 24th as Brady and Kristen's kid. 2 familiar figures are returning to Salem. Kim Coles portrays Whitley, the psychotic nurse who kidnapped Abe on February 5th. On March 10th, Emily O'Brien will reprise her role as Gwen Rizek. Michael Dietz will join the soap for a short narrative arc in April. The actor is most known for his roles as Alan Michael Spaulding in Guiding Light, Joe Scanlon in Port Charles, and Mark McLean in The Bold and the Beautiful. Madeline Keynes reprises her role as Sophia this week, on Wednesday, January 8th, and Thursday, January 9th. She will share scenes with Ashley Puzimas-Hawley and Leo Howard's Tate. Sherna Nielsen reprises her role as Sophia's mother, Amy Choi. She will interact with Eric Martsolf and Leo Howard on Tuesday, January 7th. Derek Yates returns as Carrie. On Tuesday, January 7th, he performs opposite Al Calderon's Javi. Finley Rose Slater stars as Rachel on Wednesday, January 8th. The precocious child chats with Stacey Hayduke's Kristen and Tamara Braun's Ava. The Bold and Beautiful. Muriel Hilaire, a renowned newcomer, will make her debut as Daphne Rose on Tuesday, January 7th. The renowned perfumer makes an offer for her scent line at the major fashion house. Elsa Esnault returns as Fanny Grayson. On Tuesday, January 7th, her character pitches a fragrance line to Carter and Hope, played by Lauren St. Victor and Annika Noel, respectively. Meanwhile, Lisa Yamada has greater screen time as Luna Nozawa. On Monday, January 6th, the former prisoner appears in scenes with Bill, played by Don Diamont. The Young and the Restless. Nate's half-brother eventually appears on YNR and Nathan Owens makes his debut as Damien on Wednesday, January 8th. The character is the late Nathan Hastings and Amy Lewis' son. Owens portrayed Cameron Lewis on Days of Our Lives from 2012 to 2013. On Thursday, January 9th, Valerie Pettiford will reprise her role as Amy. She will interact with Sean Dominic. Ray Wise reprises his role as Ian Ward, the villain. He appears on Monday, January 6th, in scenes alongside Eric Braden's Victor Newman. Colleen Zank reprises her role as Jordan Howard. The evil persona is expected to go rogue on Thursday, January 2nd. General Hospital. Perry Shin reprises his role as Brad Cooper on General Hospital. The lab tech will appear on Monday, January 6th and Friday, January 10th, in scenes with Josh Kelly's Cody. Jeff Kober reprises his role as the treacherous Cyrus Renault. On Thursday, January 9th, the character listens in on some conversations. Michael Knight appears as Martin Gray. On Thursday, January 9th, the attorney spars with Carolyn Hennessy's Diane. Leaked General Hospital footage shows Michael being burnt alive. General Hospital footage from next week reveals Chad Duell's brutal exit from the program as Michael Corinthos. Chad's departure from the show was announced on his own, and it had been known for several weeks. Frank Valentini confirmed Chad's departure and stated that the character would not be remade, but would stay open in case he chose to return. However, given what the writers did with his leave, we're not sure how a subsequent comeback is possible. Michael's fiery exit is expected to take place on Tuesday, January 7th, and leaked footage confirms it will be a dramatic sequence that will leave everyone stunned by the horrible decision. Here is how Chad leaves General Hospital. Michael is burned alive inside Sonny's penthouse. The tape leak from General Hospital may have been purposeful, causing viewers to speak. However, it's possible that the shot was mistakenly leaked. On X, there are several accounts with the preview. The tape shows Michael being burned alive while Sonny's penthouse burns down. He is shown staggering around, his body completely consumed in flames, as Sonny and Jason watch on. It's unknown how they'll compose the next section. Whether Michael is transported to a burn unit to heal and remains in a coma, or a body is not recovered, neither alternative is optimal. We hypothesize that Michael would have fled town with the kids to keep Willow from getting them. Having Michael go up in flames was not on our 2025 General Hospital bingo card. Interestingly, the reason why the penthouse is on fire has yet to be revealed. Was it an attack by Sonny's enemies? Has Cyrus made another move? More General Hospital spoilers. Now that we know Michael is in flames, General Hospital spoilers show that Carly and Sonny spend time together, which makes sense. They are grieving the loss of their son. We know Michael begs Jason for a favor, which we presume is to assist Sasha raise her child. Spoilers suggest Jason and Sasha will spend time together in the coming weeks. Willow is likely to move on with Drew while she struggles with Michael's loss. It's just one more thing that will force her into his arms and give her what she's desired since the beginning. Carly seeks comfort in Sonny's arms and rushes to GH following Michael's terrible crisis. Here's why Joss and Emma might be heading for an epic rivalry on General Hospital. Is this the beginning of a historic rivalry? Emma Scorpio Drake's surprising return to General Hospital just as 2024 came to an end caught fans off guard. Not only did Emma look different, as played by Brayden Bruner after Brooklyn Ray Silzer played her on and off for 13 years, but she also appeared to have received a personality transplant during her time in the Bay Area. New year, new me. Emma was replaced with snarky snide I am better than you are the way her mother came off to some viewers while pretending to be sweet and adorable Emma. Emma had only been in Port Charles for a few days when she got into an argument with Joss. This raises the question of whether we are witnessing the emergence of an epic new rivalry. Prospect Park. Emma appears to be romantically free-spirited, whereas Joss recently lost Dex. Joss cried for months after losing her last boyfriend, Oscar. But now that she's used to it, we expect Joss to recover much more quickly. There are numerous prospects on the canvas. This is for both young females. The usual suspects. Gio seems to be the most likely candidate. He knows how to play the violin. That is sexy. And if what we predict happens, Gio discovering that his parents aren't the folks he grew up believing they were, then he'll be all sad and puppy dog eyes wounded. That is sexy. Emma and Joss appear to be available to comfort him. Side hustle. And then there's Cam. Joss cheated on him. However, because Carly reared her, she believes she had him first. And, as her mother demonstrated through her own behaviors, once you have a man, he is yours forever. Sure, Emma introduced Cam to his current girlfriend, and she's a big fan. If Joss appears to be targeting Cam again, Emma may opt to pursue him on her own to defend him. This is a girl fight that might last for decades. Valentine's redemption sends Michael to Boron Sky Clinic for plastic surgery? General Hospital speculations and rumors suggest that Valentine Cassadine may have a shot at atonement in the future. He would be forgiven by almost everyone associated with Michael Corinthos if he placed him in the Boron Sky Clinic for excellent plastic surgery. General Hospital spoilers, you'd never know Ava Jerome was burned. Ava Jerome was injured several years ago when her gallery's storage room caught fire and she was trapped inside. Sonny Corinthos and Carly Spencer, then Corinthos, were present when it happened, and they were also imprisoned, but Ava was badly burned. Later it was revealed that she had been scorched over 70% of her body, but the most noticeable and bothersome damage was on her face. Valentine and Ava were not exactly friends, but he negotiated a bargain with her not to testify against him in exchange for putting her in the same clinic in Russia that treated his scoliosis. They did such an excellent job that no one would realize she had ever been burned, presumably, not only her face but the rest of her body as well. GH spoilers, Michael Corinthos is Carly's son, Dante's brother, and Lulu's cousin. Michael is Sonny's adopted son, Carly's born child, Dante Falconeri's adopted sibling, and Lulu Spencer's cousin. Lulu is upset right now and wants exclusive custody of Charlotte Cassadine, but if he improves Michael's life, she may forgive him. Furthermore, Valentine's current situation, as well as his motivation for fleeing with Charlotte, could be similar to Michael's previous to being torched in Sonny's apartment. Valentine and Michael could have been targeted by the same person. It is possible that Sonny's penthouse was damaged by a drone or multiple drones, possibly with the intention of targeting Sonny. Jack Brennan was responsible for both the cafe incident in Prague and the attack on Curtis Ashford at the Metro Court pool, which left him crippled. General Hospital spoilers, Valentine has the ability to make Michael whole again. Anna Devane will be the driving force behind Brennan's expose and Valentine's vindication in Pikeman's case, but after Brennan is neutralized, Valentine and Charlotte will be able to return home. Valentine will undoubtedly uncover what happened to Michael, possibly from Anna, during the investigation. Valentine will be desperate for forgiveness, and it would mean a lot to Michael and his family if he placed him in the Boronski Clinic for exquisite plastic surgery. But this time, unlike when he did it for Ava, there will be no strings attached. However, her stay there resulted in Jason's release when he was patient 6. A battle for justice, Port Charles in turmoil. The start of a new week brings commotion and emotional upheaval for the people of Port Charles. As secrets are revealed and relationships strained, the town's favorite characters become caught in a web of deception, danger, and determination. The following story depicts a watershed moment in their lives, complete with furious pronouncements, surprising revelations, and a lethal explosion that will leave no one unharmed. Jocelyn's unwavering resolve. Jocelyn Jacks sorted through Dex Heller's stuff in the dimly lit apartment she used to share with the love of her life. Each object told a tale, and each memory evoked a new wave of pain. However, grief was not the only feeling that devoured her. Underlying the anguish lay a strong need for justice. "They think they can get away with this," Jocelyn whispered, her voice shaking with rage. Trina Robinson, Jocelyn's closest confidant and ever-present voice of reason, laid a hand on her friend's shoulder. "Joss, I understand how much you want answers, but you can't do it alone. Promise me you will not go after whoever did this without thinking it through." Jocelyn's jaws constricted. "I won't sit back while the monster who killed him walks free." Her remarks bore a weight that concerned Trina. Dex had been more than just a boyfriend for Jocelyn, he had been her rock amid a stormy sea. Now that he was gone, she felt lost, driven solely by her desire to see his killer brought to justice. A shocking discovery. Jocelyn's search turned up something unexpected, a slip of paper buried beneath Dex's favorite jacket. It appeared to be part of a medical report, with cryptic allusions to digitalis levels and overdose markers. Her heart raced as she tried to figure out what this meant. "Look at this, Trina. This could be the key to determining who did this to him." Trina's eyes widened. "Do you believe it is connected to his death?" "I don't just think so," Jocelyn replied, her voice firm. "I know it is." Determined to discover the truth, Jocelyn swore to track down whoever was guilty for Dex's untimely death, even if it meant trekking into Port Charles's darkest corners. Portia's battle with Cyrus. Meanwhile, at General Hospital, Dr. Portia Robinson confronted an old adversary. Cyrus Renault had returned to the hospital, this time with an unsettling serenity and a sense of entitlement. "You're not welcome here," Portia said, her voice firm despite the tension in the room. Cyrus smirked, unaffected by the hostility. "I don't think you're in a position to dictate where I can and cannot go, Doctor." I have every right to keep this hospital safe, and you are a threat to everyone here. Portia's dislike for Cyrus stemmed from their common past of manipulation and danger. While she couldn't prove he was responsible for the latest digitalis overdoses, she had strong suspicions. Brad Cooper, who happened to overhear the argument, chose the worst possible time to intervene. Maybe we should all just take a step back and... Not now, Brad. Portia snapped, her patience running thin. Brad threw up his hands in frustration and rushed off, grumbling under his breath about how impossible it is to deal with anyone at General Hospital. The shadows of Prague. Across town, Colette Gerard returned from an unsuccessful expedition. Colette conveyed the awful news to Jack Brennan while seated across from him in his sleek, minimalist office. Valentine Cassadine is alive, she revealed. Brennan's countenance remained neutral, despite a glimmer of disappointment in his eyes. This is merely a setback. We will find him again, and there will be no mistakes. Colette hesitated. Charlotte was the key last time. She might bring us to him again, but it's a risk. She is faithful to him. Loyalty can be manipulated, Brennan stated coldly. Colette nodded, but she felt uneasy. The game they were playing was risky, and she was aware that even minor mistakes could have disastrous results. Carly and Jason had a heated exchange. At Metro Court, Carly Spencer paced the room, her displeasure palpable. She couldn't believe what she'd heard about Willow Corinthos' most recent decision. She's lost her damn mind, Carly exclaimed. Jason Morgan, the calm presence amidst Carly's storm, crossed his arms and waited for her to recover her breath. What happened now? She is letting Michael push her around. How can she simply sit back and let him take the children from her? Doesn't she understand what's at stake? Jason sighed. Carly, ranting about it won't help. If you press too hard, you'll only make it worse for her. Carly stopped pacing and stared at him. And what are your suggestions? Do I just sit back and do nothing? I'm saying you need to think about what's best for everyone involved, not just what you want, Jason replied with a smile. Michael's dilemma. Michael entered Sonny Corinthos' penthouse with a sorrowful heart. The custody battle with Willow had taken its toll on him, and his latest choice to engage Diane Miller only added to his burden. Sonny, ever the patriarch, listened as Michael described the most recent happenings. Diane says we can use the fact that Willow took Wiley out of state without my permission, Michael told us. Sonny nodded attentively. You will only have an issue if you are not honest with Diane. Tell her everything. Michael's thoughts turned to the secret he'd been keeping, his night with Sasha and the baby she was now carrying. He wasn't prepared to confront the difficulty, but he knew it was only a matter of time before it was revealed. A deadly explosion. Before Michael could focus on his predicament, the unthinkable occurred. A loud explosion tore through Sonny's apartment, engulfing the room in flames. The blast pushed Michael to the ground, sending his world spinning as heat and smoke filled the air. Sonny's shouts resonated in his ears, but the turmoil made it impossible to concentrate. Michael tried to navigate through the flames, his vision confused and his body weakened. Michael! Sonny's voice broke through the haze, full of urgency. As the fire went on, the lives of people inside the penthouse hung in the balance, paving the way for a week of tragedy, disclosures, and perseverance in Port Charles. The origins of a spy, Jocelyn's unexpected journey. The famous Ice Princess plotline, which exposed Port Charles inhabitants to the murky, high-stakes world of international espionage, defined the World Security Bureau's, WSB, early days in the 1980s. Since then, numerous of the town's beloved characters have taken on the role of secret agents, leading lives full of intrigue and peril. Could Jocelyn Jacks be about to follow in their footsteps and enter the WSB's exclusive realm? A heartbreak-turned mission. Jocelyn Jacks' life was upended by the terrible death of her boyfriend, Dex. His unexpected death has left a gap in her life, but Jocelyn is not the type of woman who allows sadness to cripple her. Instead, she has poured her grief into a single goal: discover Dex's murderer and ensure justice is done. Determined to find the truth, Jocelyn has enlisted the assistance of two odd allies. Jason, who has a history of working in the shadows, and Jack, who acts with precision and authority, represent two very different sides of the law. While their techniques differ, both men are drawn to Jocelyn's fierce drive and refusal to give up. A spark of recognition. During the holidays, Jack, a newcomer to Port Charles and the head of the WSB field office, happened to meet Jocelyn by chance. Their connection had a lasting impact on him. He saw in her a spark reminiscent of the agents he had trained, a sharp mind, an unwavering spirit, and a desire for justice. Though Jocelyn had initially intended to pursue a profession in medicine, her goals changed. She is currently pursuing an environmental science degree at Port Charles University and is at a crossroads, unsure of what lies next. Jack's observation, along with her natural desire, plants a seed in her mind. Could the life of a WSB operative be her fate? A family torn. Jocelyn's growing interest in joining the WSB is certain to cause problems, particularly with her mother, Carly Spencer. Carly envisioned her daughter roaming the hallways of General Hospital as a recognized physician rather than ducking bullets in exotic countries. "You're squandering away your life, Jocelyn," Carly exclaimed during a heated conversation. Jocelyn responded firmly. "I won't throw anything out. I am choosing to make a difference, just as you taught me." Their conversations are heated, highlighting the strong-willed temperament they both possess. Carly, despite her protective nature, begins to see the resolve in her daughter's eyes, which mirrors her own determination. Learning from legends. Before committing to such a risky road, Jocelyn seeks advice from someone who has lived the life she is now considering. Anna Devane, a seasoned ex-WSB agent, provides valuable insight. Being an agent isn't just about the thrill or the danger, Anna says at one of their meetings. It's about sacrifice, your time, your safety, and sometimes, the people you love. Jocelyn listens closely, taking in Anna's comments. However, rather than discouraging her, the conversation boosts her determination. A potential recruit. Meanwhile, Jack begins actively recruiting Jocelyn. He sees her as a tremendous asset to the WSB, bringing a new viewpoint and distinct skills to the table. "You have what it takes, Jocelyn," Jack assures her. "Courage, intelligence, and an unquenchable fire. The WSB needs people like you." Jason, first distrustful of Jack's involvement, begins to reevaluate his position. Working with Jack to investigate Dex's death demonstrates the efficacy of combining their skills. Their collaboration, while difficult at first, eventually leads to mutual respect. "Maybe there's something to this WSB business," Jason says after a particularly successful operation. Carly's reluctant acceptance. Carly and Jocelyn's relationship deteriorates after Jocelyn declares her intention to work for the WSB. Carly, despite her resistance, recognizes that resisting her daughter's goals will only drive her away. "If this is what you want," Carly replies with a broken heart, "I will support you. But you'd better pledge to be careful." Jocelyn nods, her appreciation clear. "I will, Mom. And I will make you proud." Making of a spy. Jocelyn begins her training with the WSB, plunging into a world of covert operations, cutting-edge technology, and high-stakes missions. Her unique ability for planning and rapid thinking distinguishes her from her colleagues. Jack and Jason continue to tutor her, both offering advice from their own unique viewpoints. Jack teaches her the mechanics of espionage, while Jason develops her survival instincts in the field. A mission for justice. As her training develops, Jocelyn remains focused on her ultimate goal, to locate the person guilty for Dex's killing. Her first formal mission with the WSB coincides with this search, bringing her closer to the truth. The investigation takes her deep into Port Charles's criminal underground, where she learns disturbing facts about people she thought she knew. The trek is dangerous, but Jocelyn's resolve remains unwavering. A new chapter. Jocelyn's metamorphosis from mourning girlfriend to dedicated WSB agent marks the start of a new chapter in her life. Her tale is one of tenacity, courage, and a never-ending pursuit of justice. As she stands on the verge of a new journey, Jocelyn understands that the route she has chosen is not for the faint of heart. But with her family's reluctant support, her mentor's advice, and her own unbreakable determination, she is ready to face the challenges ahead. Willow's Fragile World, a tale of secrets, redemption, and bonds. Willow Corinthos' life has never been straightforward. As she strives to maintain her composure in the middle of a maelstrom of personal challenges, an invisible storm looms on the horizon. Hidden realities about the people closest to her threaten to upset the careful equilibrium she has worked so hard to maintain. In this revised tale, we dig into a story of loyalty, deception, and the possibility of reconciliation. A mother's quiet turmoil, Nina Reeves' hidden burden. Nina Reeves, a woman who has seen her fair share of tragedy, has found herself at a crossroads yet again. Her heart is full of love for her estranged daughter, Willow, but an unsettling reality lurks in the shadows, threatening to destroy everything they've achieved. Nina had a brief affair with Drew Quartermain few months ago, which she later ended. It seemed little at the time, perhaps a distraction, but it now hangs over her like a dark cloud. Despite her efforts to remove herself from the affair, the prospect of its exposure keeps her awake at night. The relationship between Nina and Willow has only lately begun to heal. Years of animosity, miscommunication, and cruel words have given way to tentative trust and shared moments of vulnerability. Nina values this fragile relationship as a wonderful gift, which she preserves dearly. But the memory of her previous blunders gnaws at her resolve. Nina faces a difficult decision. Should she expose her indiscretion to Willow, compromising their budding relationship? Should she suppress the facts to spare her daughter needless pain? Her goals are twofold: first, to protect Willow from further heartache, and second, to protect herself from the imminent collapse of their progress. Willow's perspective, navigating a maze of emotions. Willow, on the other hand, has been through her fair share of turmoil. Her life has been a succession of uphill struggles, ranging from personal tragedies to complex relationships. As she struggles to overcome these obstacles, her faith in the people around her is continuously tested. Unbeknownst to her, Nina's secret has the potential to change everything. Willow has come to rely on the delicate bond she has with her mother, deriving strength from their moments of harmony. However, if the truth about Nina and Drew is revealed, it will feel like yet another betrayal in a life already full of them. Caitlin McMullen's perspective, a layered dynamic. Caitlin McMullen, who plays Willow, recently discussed this complex storyline. In an interview, McMullen demonstrated empathy for both sides of the story. She admitted that Nina's decision to keep her affair private may have been a mistake, but she also appreciated the hardship of making such a decision. If Nina had been upfront from the start, it might have prevented Willow from making certain choices that have led to her current situation, she said. But, at the same time, Willow cannot hold Nina accountable for her own actions. What's done is done. McMullen also expressed her aspirations for the future of the mother-daughter connection. I believe it's intriguing to see how they got over this issue. They've been at odds for a long time, and it would be a tragedy to have all that progress undone by one misstep. The secret waiting to explode. Secrets have a habit of surfacing at the worst possible circumstances, and Nina's affair with Drew is no exception. While their connection is no longer active, the consequences could have a tidal wave effect on Willow's life. Willow has constructed her world on trust, no matter how delicate it is, and the revelation of Nina's secret has the potential to demolish that foundation. It's not just the betrayal, it's also the timing, context, and weight of yet another emotional burden on her shoulders. Exploring the aftermath. When the truth is ultimately revealed, it is sure to spark a firestorm of emotions. Willow will be forced to confront her feelings toward Nina and reconsider their relationship. Can she find it within herself to forgive? Or will this be the tipping point that causes a lifelong rift between them? For Nina, this will be a test of her character. She will have to demonstrate that her love for Willow is genuine and not self-serving. Her actions in the aftermath of the news will speak louder than words, determining if she can repair their relationship. A new chapter for Willow. This plot is about more than simply secrets and treachery. It's about growth, resilience, and the decisions we make in the face of hardship. Willow's journey ahead will be difficult, but it also has the opportunity for transformation. Willow will have to confront her past, present, and the people who influence her future as she embarks on this new chapter. It's a path of self-discovery that promises to be equally gratifying and terrible. A story of redemption. Finally, this is a story about redemption, not just for Nina, but for everyone involved. It serves as a reminder that relationships are complex, messy, and frequently plagued with mistakes. However, they are also worth fighting for. Finally, the question isn't whether Willow and Nina can mend their friendship. The question is if they are willing to attempt. Looking ahead. As the story progresses, viewers will be swept into the emotional roller coaster that is General Hospital. With secrets, surprises, and heartbreaking moments, this plot promises to keep audiences on the edge of their seats. How do you believe Willow and Nina's relationship will develop? Will forgiveness prevail, or will the weight of past mistakes be too much to bear? Only time will tell in the ever-changing environment of Port Charles. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.